Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. Now, night 2 just happened for WrestleMania, and I'm going to be giving my recap. But before we get things started here, man, I'm disappointed. Not of night 2, is the fact that we're going back to the Thunderdome. You know, we're going to go from 25,000 fans to 0. It sucks, you know. I obviously, you know, the crowd, but you don't realize what the crowd holds in wrestling. Obviously, we've had the crowds for our whole lives, and then for us to be stripping away from it and then be brought back, you realize how much of an impact the crowd has. And I mean, the plan is the Thunderdome will be going on until August. So I think what they're going to do is the next time we're going to have crowds is SummerSlam, August, right? That's when SummerSlam is. And then I think they're going to start touring after. I'm pretty sure we're going to get the crowds back for SummerSlam because they did say they will be in the Thunderdome until August. And SummerSlam is the second biggest pay-per-view in WWE. Obviously, one is what we just happened, WrestleMania. So let's get right into this. The first match was The Fiend Bray Wyatt versus Randy Orton. Now, I mean, that entrance by The Fiend, holy, you know, the red lighting, it hurts my eyes a bit, but it fits his gimmick, obviously. It fits his character. No stipulation match, which was weird. No worms, which was better. I'm giving this a 9.5 out of 10. Now, a lot of people are, you know, mad that The Fiend is buried. He's ruined. He's ruined. Guys, he's not ruined. First of all, I don't know if you noticed, that wasn't The Fiend's new attire. It was his old attire, which got burned. So, don't understand that. And guys, I don't know if the storyline is going to continue, but something's going to happen. Maybe that was Bo Dallas, guys. We've seen rumors saying that this could be Bo Dallas, and I think it is. I think it's Bo Dallas because that was The Fiend's old attire. We haven't seen The Fiend's new attire in the match. I can show you a picture right now. It was his old attire, which got burned by Randy Orton. So I thought we were going to get that and then Bray Wyatt in his new attire, but we didn't. So 1 RKO. That was it. The fans were booing. Oh my goodness, man. I miss it. I miss the crowd. And I give it a 9.5 out of 10. It was a good match. I mean, not really. Was it really a match? Who knows? And like I said, it was his old attire. So that picture looks sick, though. I'm not going to lie. That entrance was everything. And then the second match was Natalya and Tamina versus Shayna Baszler and Nia Jax. Now, like I said, I knew Natalya and Tamina were going to win that turmoil, and I knew Shayna Baszler and Nia Jax were going to win the tag team titles. I literally predicted this. I'm going to give this a 6.5 out of 10. It was better than the turmoil match. I'll tell you that much. And, you know, I've always been a fan of Tamina. I said this before. But the crowd was cheering Tamina's name, and I was happy for that. I was. The crowd was behind Tamina in this match. I've always been a fan of Tamina. And for me, she just lacks, what's the word called? Charisma. She just lacks charisma. And if Natalya could be her mouthpiece, I mean, she could be a champion, guys. I'm not even kidding. Not now, but I'm talking about later down the road. She could be a champion. She is criminally underrated, Tamina, but I'm giving this a 6.5 out of 10. Baszler and Jax retain. Next match, Kevin Owens versus Sami Zayn. Logan Paul at ringside. I knew we were getting a very good match. Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn, they've been friends for like 2 decades or something like that. And they have very good chemistry together, dating back to their NXT days. What a match. I'm giving this a 9.5 out of 10. If you did not watch this match, please watch this match. This was, in my opinion, the second best match of the night. It was spot after spot after spot after spot, really no breaks. And then after the match, Logan Paul turned on Sami Zayn, and then Kevin Owens thundered Logan Paul. So it was a good sell too by Logan Paul. the WWE United States Championship, Riddle versus Sheamus. It was a good match, but nothing special, just because we saw this match on Raw 2 weeks ago. So, I mean, yeah, Sheamus is the new champion, and I predicted that. I thought he was going to win. He has been giving us amazing matches on Raw, and Sheamus is at his best right now that he's ever been. The other match was the Nigerian drumstick match. The WWE Intercontinental Champion Big E versus Apollo Crews. Another match I got right. I guessed Apollo Crews. I said he needs to win. He needs to win. And he won. Now, I wasn't a fan of the match. I'm giving it a 6.5 out of 10. Before I had it at a 5, but I thought I was being too harsh on the WWE. 1, we've seen this match already at Fastlane. 2, it wasn't really a Nigerian drumstick fight. It was pretty much a no disqualification match. It's literally what it was. The only spot we saw with the drum was when like Apollo Crews just threw Big E into one, I think, or the other way around, but that was the only time they used a drum. Other than that, they used kendo sticks. And that was pretty much it. That was the match. And then some guy, I think it was Daboba Kai, something like that. I don't know. He was on Raw Underground. Don't know who he is. Helped Apollo Crews win the match, and he looks weak. Guys, I'm a fan of Apollo Crews. I'm a huge fan of Apollo Crews. I love the character, but man, this storyline had so much potential. And the match, oh my God. That's the second time. It's not their fault. It's not. It's just, I don't know. Like, you're going to hype this match up, and then it's just going to be a normal match with stuff. I don't know, man. I'm just curious to see where this goes, Apollo Crews. But like I said, the accent is too much. Then the WWE Raw Women's Champion, Asuka versus Rhea Ripley. I was expecting more. It wasn't the best match. You have Asuka, you have Rhea Ripley. Like, on paper, this is a very good match, and it didn't live up to the hype. I'll tell you that much. I'm giving it I'm giving it a 6 out of 10. I knew Rhea Ripley was going to win the belt. What's the point of calling up someone if you're going to make them lose? And she wins her first title pretty much in her first WWE match. Or that was her first WWE match. So, I mean, I'm not a fan. But Asuka really didn't do anything with the belt. So, let's see what Rhea Ripley does. But I'm pretty sure Rhea Ripley's going to hold it until Charlotte comes back. And then she's going to say, I'm Charlotte Flair. Woo! Give me a title and let me win. And yeah. And then the main event, the WWE Universal Championship, Roman Reigns versus Edge versus Daniel Bryan. Match of the night, in my opinion. But once again, this would have been this would have been 10 out of 10 if the ending ruined the match for me. I said this before, but I know it's Roman Reigns' character. I know it's his character. You know, Jey Uso helps him in every match pretty much, but you know, he got injured and he left the match, and then the match got better and better and better. We're about to get the ending. Jey Uso comes, beat ups Daniel Bryan, Edge spears, Roman Reigns spears Edge 1, 2, 3. And it ruined the main event. It did. It ruined it. I'm still saying night 1 had a better main event than night 2. I'll still stick with that. This would have been a 10 out of 10 if the ending did not involve Jey Uso. It didn't need Jey Uso. It didn't. It was too predictable that was going to happen. And yeah, that was pretty much your WrestleMania Night 2. So the Night 2 ratings is a 7.8 out of 10. The show is a 7.8 out of 10. Pretty much how I got that is I added up all the matches divided by 7 because that's how much there was on the card, and it came out to 7.8 out of 10. If you're curious, Night 1 got 8.3 out of 10, so in my opinion, I preferred Night 1 than Night 2. Like I said, on paper, Night 2 had the better matches, but Night 1 delivered the matches. And then WrestleMania rating in general was an 8 out of 10. So night 1, night 2 together is an 8 out of 10. Solid WrestleMania. Solid. What I liked about it wasn't long at all. It was 3 hours and 30 minutes. This tonight was 3 hours and like 20 minutes or something. I'm not counting the delay because that wasn't their fault. So you can't control, a weather delay, right? So if you don't count the weather delay, the first night was, I think, 3 hours. And this night was 3 hours and 30 minutes. So very short. I like that. But I'm going to make a video on why WrestleMania is better one night than two. I prefer WrestleMania still one night than two. And I'll make a video on that later this week. So look out for that video. And that's going to do it on my end. I've made a lot of videos this weekend. And I think I'm going to take a little break. I'm pretty sure the next time I will make a video is that video. So unless if major news happens, other than that, I'll see you guys probably like Saturday. I'll probably take a 6-day break or something, or Friday. And I'm going to make that video a very good video. And other than that, peace.